All right, so I have done like 4 hours of Goater or something like that. I've saved up 52 points, which is probably a little more than what I initially had hoped for, but you know, I was in a vibe. It was a mood, and you know, I feel like it's a pretty good stopping point to be able to actually start pulling these out. Maybe we'll actually get a nature talisman, maybe a needle, a lantern perhaps for future games, because that would be really nice. We're gonna hope that we can actually get the talisman though, specifically, because oh god, I'm gonna hate actually having to spend the pearls for this thing. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Ooh, some nature runes. That's gonna be nice later on actually for high alching stuff. Oh, some more pearls. Okay. Ooh, pouch. Not the right talisman. Another pouch. Okay. Yo, that's some law runes right there. That's nice. Okay. Another pouch. What? Okay. Man, there was more pearls right there. Come on, please. Oh, there it is. There's the nature talisman. Yes. Oh my god. Okay. Maybe I did go overboard with the points for sure if I got it in like, I don't know, what was that? Like 17 pulls or something? Ooh. We also got a little fashion with the last bag. Okay. Sick. I know it doesn't do anything, but like, hey, we got something. I mean, the original goal was that we got the nature talisman, so I think that's a win already. And you know, maybe I'll just wear this for like future games or something. I don't know, but pretty neat, pretty nifty. All right, I realize there's no point in hoarding these points for right now, so we might as well just pull the rest of them. See if we can get either more pearls or the needle, the lantern. Oh, I was not expecting that. That's actually pretty good. A catalytic talisman. I think that's going to be helpful for us for Morning's End Part 2, so we don't have to get the death talisman. Let's go. And we got more pearls. Very nice, very nice. Oh, this is actually pretty solid. I even if I don't get like the lantern or needle, this is already very solid just from the get-go for Goater. I was only here for one initial reason, and that was for the nature talisman. And like, if the catalytic talisman worked for it, specifically for Fairy Tail, then I wouldn't have to worry about, you know, getting the nature talisman. But see that we have this alongside the nature talisman, so good. Oh, also some. Oh my god, the pearls are so nutty right now. And yeah, that's it. Okay, pretty good. A pretty good haul, I'd say. And I would say that's a lot of law runes, a lot of nature runes, and all in all, like, whew, we're gonna be set for a little while, I think, for that. I like this. This is gonna be super useful now. All right, now we can go ahead and continue Fairy Tail Part 1 for sure now. All right, and as usual, I kind of forgot I needed to get the last piece. I just kind of saved best for last, but here we go. My last item, the fungus. Mortmire mushroom. I don't know what you want to call it, but it's basically this. And now we head in here and we can get our gorgeous green secateurs. Yeah, there. No. Let me in. Let me in. Okay, there we go. I need some special secateurs, Mr. Nature Spirit. Oh. Ah, there we go. Now we're gonna have a fun time trying to kill Tanglefoot. Let's get to that. All right, so for the Tanglefoot fight, normally you would probably just do this head on and just, well, raw dog it, I suppose. But or the other method being that you have to you know, attack it while corner trapping it and then just do a flinch method and everything, right? But like, there's this way of doing it where you step out of the aggro range of Tanglefoot for some reason that he just decides to lose interest in you when you step over to like this boundary where I'm at right now. And you can just go up to him, smack him, run back, walk back, however you want to do it, and then just rinse and repeat for a while. I'm not gonna lie, this certainly took a while because it doesn't help having like no farming levels when you do this, because that's how the damage rolls off of, right? Off your attacks. It goes off of your farming level. And I have like one farming at this point or something. It's just like, yeah, I'm not gonna do very much, but I mean, hey, 0 damage overall is best in my books anyways when you're doing this on a hardcore, so I think that's fine. All right, I'll be back in a minute. Come on. Okay. Yeah, no, that took longer than a minute. That was probably like at least 5 minutes or something, but that's whatever. The deed is done. We're now free. We can finally finish the quest and then move on to part 2 and get our gorgeous fairy rings that, oh my god, I so dearly miss right now, having played on like a max account and end game stuff for so long that you just take it for granted when you don't have it anymore. So I genuinely cannot wait to actually be just able to move around for once again. And quest completed for some more XP. That's so good. All right, now we just, I think, go right into the second quest, and then just go do like 5 dialogues or something like that, 5 pieces of dialogue, and then we can finally just use fairy rings and come back another time to finish this. All right, we're probably far enough into the quest now that we just have permanent access to fairy rings. Let's go ahead and see if we can just go right back. I'm pretty sure at this point, like the fact that we were able to go check out the queen fairy, like that's just good enough. So like, yeah, this is more than enough. I think we can finally just continue on and do other quests while we can. And there it goes. So ahoy, we get nice little access here to the Ectofuntus, which is going to be my best prayer training method because I don't have, what is it? Not Children of the Sun. What is that quest called? Twilight's Promise, I think. I don't know. There's something that I just can't do with Varlamore yet, and it's like, it's not going to be worth the time just yet to be able to do it, but like being able to do it here, it's like, it's arduous, but good method nonetheless to start with. Following up to that, we have Dig Site done, a little bit of Goblin Diplomacy, and Lost Tribe. Now we get access to the Bone Crossbow, or I guess the Dorgishan Crossbow, for some early range training perhaps. And then the Golem, the prerequisite to doing Shadows of the Storm for some ungodly ranged XP so that I don't have to do early range training. How fun. I have decided to go kill some Brutus to try and get some more prayer levels, namely for Protect Against Magic, because for Shadows of the Storm, you're gonna have to fight Agrith Nar, I believe, and that guy uses magic for the most part when you're out of melee distance. And this right here, this is gonna help a lot when it comes to trying to kill that guy, because I mean, otherwise I'm probably going to die if I just try and flinch enough, or it's gonna just take forever as a whole. So this is good. This is good. And after about 20 minutes of doing a walking simulator, we're finally here at Agrith Nar, and we are going to see if we can kill him by doing this flinching method. And believe me, this has made such a huge difference in survivability. The only times where I will get hit, oh, it's not gonna kill him. Hang on. Oh, I had to do a little bit more. Anyways, yeah, this took a lot longer than I hoped for, but yeah, it's mainly because of like stuff like that where he teleports you sometimes occasionally into melee distance, and it'll just smack you. So I'm just like, oh, okay, I gotta not do that. Okay, let's see, where's the ranged? Ah, there's ranged. Okay, 10,000 ranged XP. Woo, 27 range levels. That's pretty nice. All right, that sorts us out for the very early game. I did not bring a chisel for those gems, but that doesn't really matter. Maybe I'll come back to that another time. I decided to have a nice little 15-minute break doing some fruit stalls to, well, re-up mainly the strange fruit, but also, especially for getting the thieving levels, to do Temple of Ikov. That's going to be the next one I'll be working on here in a moment. I just decided, you know, this is probably my best method right now. It's guaranteed. I also get to collect strange fruit and these Golovanova plants. They're just going to be good for later on for sure. And it doesn't hurt to just stack them up now. And so we're going to be getting 42 thieving in just a moment. And then we'll be able to start off with another quest. Yay. I sure love early game questing. It's all we could do. Yay. And there it is, 42 thieving. All right, we can now go ahead and start gearing up and getting stuff ready for Temple of Ikov. This one's gonna be fun. Oh, how I've loved just glossing over certain requirements in some questing. Turns out I forgot that you need 20 unnoted limpwood roots, and I don't have the farming level for it. I've been very much slacking on farming as a whole anyways, but that's just the nature of how I play anyways. I seem to be very, very strong at procrastinating when it comes to certain things such as skills. And so now I'm paying that for the punishment of that by having to gather it from hobgoblins. And oh boy, I can already tell this is going to be a slog, but it unfortunately has to be done. So I'll see you in a bit. A brief intermission, I think. I decided to also now go ahead and get 43 prayer out of the way. I did a little bit of off-stream grinding for dragon bones for blue dragons at the cave just outside of Teletechlon, and I decided to go through the entire process of making them all into dragon bone meal here and at the Unctifrontis. And look at this. It's gonna fly by. I only had to kill like 80 or 90 of them, so it wasn't all terrible, but you know, I just had to do it at some point because it's like I just cannot just keep putting it off to, you know, put away the overheads. Getting them now, the sooner the better, so I don't ever have to worry about potentially dying from just silly mistakes is a nice one to have. So let's just get this done real quick. Ooh, protection from ranged, yes, that's another big one. And then we have one more, of course, that we have to get that's especially important. And there's protection from melee. Oh, this is one of the largest ones for sure. But I do have a little bit of extra prayer left over that I still need to go through because, well, I shouldn't just stop it at just protection prayers. You know, I think that having some offensive prayers like Eagle Eye will help significantly for my, well, lack of range levels. So I'm going to go ahead and get that one too in just a moment. And there's Eagle Eye unlocked. A very, very important offensive prayer because it's going to be our best range prayer for a while. Until we do Royal Titans, but for the moment it's gonna suffice, and we're gonna be using it momentarily. So Temple of Ikov has a 40 range level requirement, and that's because you need to use ice arrows. But it turns out the game seems to only want to check when you have ice arrows equipped, and it doesn't matter how you use them. It's just a matter of you equipping them that you can actually do damage to this guy. So it turns out that you can just use throwing knives as your weapon of choice against this guy. So this is going to be a hot minute, but it can be done without having to train range. So give me like, I guess knowing how it is, give me like 5 minutes for this. And he's finally down. I had to probably pick up like my drop knives like maybe like 3 times throughout that because apparently 200 steel knives is not enough. Oh, and there we go. There goes the 20 limpwood roots that was so necessary to be able to cross this lava channel. But yeah, that's it. That's where all the limpwood roots finally went. That's fun. All right, Lucian, with the power of foresight and having done this maybe once or twice before, you have to go down. You are a menace to society, and you will reappear in the north, apparently. But that's Temple of Ikov completed with some more range levels and fletching. I still don't have the range level to do Temple of Ikov as intended, but that doesn't matter. Here we are. We have done it. We can now move on to the next quest. And by the next quest, I mean Recipe for Disaster. It's like the penultimate quest, we'll say. I don't even think that's not even the right word. Not penultimate, the finale of the early game, if you will, for any account, being able to acquire Barrow's Gloves. But it's still a long process because you have to go through like, I don't know, from probably like 10 more quests that are required. Legends Quest is the biggest one that we have to go about to be able to do it. And we have to go through a lot, like 8 different sub-quests to free all the people inside the dining hall. But it shouldn't be too bad. We'll just have to chip it away while we can, while proceeding through more quests. Hooray. Hopefully I don't have to do this for much longer, right? You would think that at this point, being in the year 2026, that they would have fixed this animation by now, but maybe there's some weird spaghetti code that obviously doesn't work with fixing this guy's animation. It's just funny with how he just sort of becomes squat and then I don't know. It's super jank looking. It's really silly. All right, I don't have ice gloves, so I'm gonna have to go kill an ice fiend to get this cleaned up real quick. That's 1 down and 7 more to go. Are you sure this is a good idea? Absolutely, best idea Mud Knuckles ever had. I'm not really convinced that. It shouldn't be shaking like that. And me actually shaking my knees, running away. Yeah. Oh, it's so fine, right? Oh, no. These goblins, man. Silly little creatures. I'm glad that there's like a little bit of comedic value behind these guys when Jagex decided to write this quest. Oh, yeah, everything's charred black now. What a surprise. I don't know how I am like perfectly fine standing where I am. And there he is. Oh, and then there's a comedic like peel off effect right there. That's so good. All right. And that is the second one of 8 characters that we have to free. Well, this is going to be smooth progress from here on out, surely. And continue off more questing, of course. We have to make more progress down the Korend storyline because, I mean, more pages, and then eventually we got to get to Kingdom Divided, so that's going to be good. And in classic fashion, jumping around doing other small but important quests like Jungle Potion. This leads us into doing Shiloh Village, and it turns out there's a little neat trick that you could do right here. Apparently, because this bridge is notorious with having you fall, if you use an item on any interactable object on the other side of this place, you open up your house options, turns out you can't ever fail falling. Don't tell Jagex about this because this is pretty nifty for everyone who doesn't know. You should do it. Another quest to add to the adventurer's log. Yes, Sleeping Giants. Unlocking us Giant's Foundry. It's going to be an incredible training method for smithing because one hand, lots of XP, just underneath Blast Furnace with gold ore, but like we don't have money to just throw in, but that's where this one comes in because we can get a much needed infusion of GP here because I'm starting to become cash poor. So this place is gonna be really nice. I'm gonna have to get comfortable with it and you know, send this for a little while to get smithing levels for being able to make zombie axes and eventually getting access to Song of the Elves later. So super nice. Okay, here you go, Kovac. We have... How much XP are you going to give me? Oh, that's not as much as I thought, but it's 38 smithing. And Mountain Daughter quest completed, alongside getting Death Plateau done, which will give us the coveted climbing boots, notorious for the fact that they are cheap, and you get 2 melee strength off of them, which are going to be my best melee training boots for a long while until either I get like spiked manacles from medium clues or dragon boots, I guess, which, you know, dragon boots notorious for having such high slayer level to acquire, so that'll be fun. And that's Death to the Dorgishin, giving us access to the Bone Dagger and Bone Crossbow special attacks, which, I mean, the Bone Dagger one's actually really nice, so it's worth picking up one of those when I should probably go grab some GP for that. But yeah, it's gonna be really useful for early game, especially because, I mean, defense reduction stuff is a premium these days when you don't have the Dragon Warhammer and stuff. So the Bone Dagger, it's the GOAT early on, I'll tell you that. Another quest, another slice of ham even. We get the Ancient Mace, super useful for getting more prayer than you're supposed to have for things like Inferno, Fight Caves, and the likes, which is funny because I probably will actually forget that I might have this when I do my Fire Cape, which I don't know. I don't know when I'm planning on doing it, but it'll be done at some point, I'm sure. Oh my god. I did not have my recording active when I finished Monkey Madness. I'm so upset, dude. I thought I clicked it and it said it was recording, and I guess maybe something stupid happened. Oh, hang on. Wait, oh god. Oh god, I forgot about these guys. Hold up. Get me out of here. Okay. I swear, I do this for every single session that I'm playing where I'm just click the record button on OBS and that it would just be doing it. And it's never had a problem before. And now looking back at it, looking at this, like, I don't know what happened. I don't know why OBS just wasn't recording. Like, I clicked it. It said it was starting recording. And like every other time I've done it, it's just no problem. And yet now I just don't have like any footage of me doing the stupid quest, which, let me tell you, there was a lot of scary moments in it. I was very, very anxious the entire time. I really wish I could have shown you like what I've done for like the jail escape, running out and going through like the underground maze twice. I just don't have the footage for it, which is just so upsetting right now that I have that, and I can't exactly go back and do it. So I'm like, well, you just have to take my word. There was a lot of moments, and I really wish I could have shared that stuff with you, but it's whatever. We have the quest done. We're gonna get a lot of a combat XP in a moment, so we'll just have to take what we can get here. Yep, there it is. 10k GP, some diamonds, which I don't know, it's like, that's something. And then we get some extra combat XP from Dayro, which we'll have to go do in just a moment. Focusing on improving attack and defense techniques. Yep, that's the one. I already know that I'm going to be focusing on like using strength as like the primary attack, like everything else in this game. So you're going to want to do this instead, because we're not going to want to focus on attack and defense too much. So getting that out of the way is really nice. So what do we end up getting? Ooh, 52 strength, 49 HP, 53 attack, and 46 defense. This one was a good one to get out of the way nonetheless.